Welcome, everyone, to the Magic Live postgame show presented by Advent Health. What a victory by the Magic here tonight on their home floor. 2 straight wins, and they sweep the Lakers. Big 3 by Franz Wagner late, 3 of his 32. And he had a terrific performance again against Los Angeles, 37 in the first meeting, the game winner. And he puts LA away on that big 3 on Franz Wagner. Bobblehead night. You knew he was going to have a big night tonight.
You got to have a big night on bobblehead night.
You have to.
And it even resembled them.
It does, no question, which is very rare.
Yes.
This third quarters have been a problem for this Magic team at times throughout this year. They outscore LA 34-18 to take control of this game.
2 games in a row now,
Yes,
big third quarter in Washington also. But if you look at the numbers, we outscored them 32-18, 12 of 19 from the field, 5 of 10 from 3 in that third quarter. And the biggest stat to me, the Lakers shot zero free throws
yes.
in the third quarter
Yes.
after shooting 21 in the first half.
That was huge. It took some sensational defense, and this guy gives you that. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope was terrific in this victory against his former club. Spent 4 years with the L.A. Lakers. Kenny, congrats on the victory. How much fun was that to be a part of, and how proud are you of this victory tonight?
I'm very proud. I can get an opportunity to play in L.A. Last time, like we discussed. I was, coming back home to.
Yes.
Witness my baby boy being born. But it's always fun playing against your old former teammates and team. It's only Brun, the only one that's left over there, I think.
Right.
Which is crazy. But yeah, it's always fun, and I'm truly proud, of this group and how we've been playing lately to finish the season out.
Kenny, this Coach Hill here. How was the I thought Coach Mosley, you can expound on it a little bit. I thought you guys were so well prepared for all the Paolo and Franz double teams when they came. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. Man, we prepare for that like every game, I think. So we know Paolo is going to get double team. We know Franz is going to get double team when they're in the post. And then them guys know as well. So we put a lot on them to just make the right plays out of the double team, and they've been doing that truly amazing this season. And it's gotten a lot better these last 5 games that we've had. But they just see the floor, and we also ready to shoot and ready to make a play on the back end, and them guys trusting us with the ball.
It's now been 15 games since the All-Star break. You're at 40% from 3. What is different? Did everybody just need a little bit of a break there at the All-Star break? But what's been different? You've been red hot here coming out of the All-Star break.
I would just say, a break, just for like mentally, just to reset, to get back, to, get my mindset back to where I needed to be, then start the season how I wanted to be start. But, finishing the season how I'm finishing it, and then just staying consistent with my shots, being able to shoot open shots, getting in the gym, shooting, trying to stay into a rhythm as much as I can, because I'm not getting as much touches, but when I do get the touches, man, just be ready to shoot.
I said that in the pregame, Kenny, that I think during this recent stretch, you've been getting a few more touches than you were earlier in the year, and you've been taking advantage of them, and also kind of showing your mid-range game a little bit more off the dribble.
I be trying to tell people my midi game is like almost better than Paulo's. And,
there you go.
It's lethal now. So that even for that, like that, what got my 3-point shot going. Just being in a rhythm, shooting middies, getting something easy to go through the basket, and then the 3 just open up from there.
Well, Coach loves you because you defend your tail off and you play. You don't miss games, so we love that. We certainly love that about you. You were a teammate of Dwight Howard's. He was honored here tonight, went into the Magic Hall of Fame. What do you remember about that championship run and Dwight Howard as a teammate?
No, Dwight is was a great teammate. For him, it started, I would say, in training camp or a few games into the season, like where he knew right away, like that we was gonna win. He had that feeling, and he was just so excited and happy about it. And he always talked about being in the Hall of Fame. And he was like, winning this championship, will solidify me. But he was already solidified before that. But he's a great teammate and a great person to be around. If you get to know him and just spend a little time with him.
He's funny, and he was very mature today, and it was great to see how he's grown up here over the years. All right, last thing, you got to keep this thing going now. You got a tough one tomorrow in Charlotte. 10 games left. You're in a rhythm. Paolo, Franz, they're in a rhythm. What can you guys accomplish here the last 10?
Just continue to play how we play and play together, play as a team. You know, when we down and things not going our way, stay together, and that's the key thing for this group. You know, and that's what keep us, you know, focused and strong. When we know we together, we trust everybody. Everybody trusts each other, and we lean on each other to get back up. I think that's been great for us the last, since All-Star break, really. And we just need to carry the consistent over to each game.
I think we got to get a Kentavious Caldwell Pope bobblehead night. Can we do that?
Oh, I think
somebody told me if I signed the bobblehead, I'm going to get one. So I actually signed the box, so I hope it's coming.
Well, then there you go. There you go. Well, we got to get that.
Right.
I can't wait to see. We got a pretty good likeness here with Franz tonight. That was a pretty good one. All right, good luck. Hey, keep this thing going tomorrow in Charlotte.
Thank y'all so much.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you.
luck, man.
Yep.
All right. He was terrific. And this is, we've seen a stretch now, last couple of games, where other guys are knocking down big shots to help Paolo and Franz. They've been so good here, especially all season long, but especially since the All-Star break. And they both went for 30 again here tonight. Franz and Paolo, absolutely sensational. They combined for 62 points. And beginning with Franz Wagner, he goes for 32 at 37 in the first meeting. He was intentional. He got in the paint, and he had the three ball falling tonight.
Yeah, he had everything going tonight. And he just took advantage of the defense so much, especially early in the game. They were getting switches all the time. And if he had a big on him, you know, then the big has to give him a little bit of space, and he knocks down the three. He drives on the smaller guys. It takes him inside. He's got everything going. You see him get LeBron on his back right there and gets an easy layup. He was special.
He was. Tough jumpers, step-back jumpers in traffic. He was able to knock him down. 18 points in the first half for Paolo. He was on a mission. And, boy, you love this rhythm that he's in right now since the break.
Yeah, his mindset right now is, I'm getting to the rim pretty much every time I can get there, and I'm going to score on you. And if you stop me from getting to the rim, then I'm just going to stop wherever I have to and shoot that little fadeaway. And he's really mastered that shot, the fadeaway jump shot. And anytime he's knocking down the ball from the perimeter, then sets up the rest of his game. You see the drive right there for an easy two.
Well, he was terrific yet again. Paolo Banchero, 14 times this year. He's gone for 30. Our Planet Fitness top performers, third time they've done it together in the same game. Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner, very fitting. Didn't have Paolo in the first meeting, still were able to find a way to win in Los Angeles. And what a terrific compliment for Franz Wagner here tonight, with those two playing exceptional basketball. To beat the Los Angeles Lakers, you got to be able to score. They average about 112 a game, and the Magic did that. And as we check in with David Steele and Jeff Turner, not only did they put up 118 points tonight, but boy, you had the three ball going here tonight. That was a lot of fun to watch too, guys.
That really was. And the Magic are shooting the ball with a lot of confidence. Jeff and I have been talking about what's happening with this team, with Paolo and Franz playing so well at such a high level. There are quality three-point shots available, and players that were struggling earlier in the year now getting those great looks, getting confidence. And Jeff, you've got a theory about just the psychological effect that great players have on their teammates.
Yeah, I think with the way Franz and Paolo are playing right now, this run that they're both on, you know, as a player who's maybe out on the perimeter and everything, the pressure to make every shot is just not there, because you've got great players in front of you that are going to be able to score. We're watching Paolo get wherever he wants on the floor. Franz doing the same thing. If I'm Anthony Black, if I'm Caleb Houston, I shoot that thing with a lot more confidence, knowing it's not that big a deal. If I miss this one, Paolo's going to get me a shot the next time down. I just think when the great players are playing well, to use the words of my former teammate Shaquille O'Neal, the others just raise their game. And I think that's what we're seeing happening. AB was beautiful tonight, knocked down 3 threes. Caleb Houston knocked down 2. Wendell stepping into one from the top. And then Paolo on a nice rhythm shooting the ball as well, stretching the floor, and Franz picking it up as well. He knocked down threes tonight. I just think, when the great players are playing well, the rest of the guys, it's easier for them. And that's what great players do. They make the game easier for all their teammates.
Great theory. I'm with you 100%. How about this? 17 made threes against Washington on Friday night, 15 tonight, 120 points against Washington, 118 tonight. This team's on a little bit of an offensive roll. Let's see if they can keep it up tomorrow in Charlotte. Guys?
Well, someone who's always been another, I certainly can.
We're all others, Dante.
Yeah, we're all others. Hey, how fun was tonight? Dwight Howard, Hall of Fame. You guys did a great job in that second quarter. That was a special night having him back in the building.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah, it was fun. He's just he's so appreciative and so emotional about this opportunity to come back here and just kind of reestablish himself in Orlando with this franchise and this community. I think it was a beautiful day, beautiful night for Dwight.
It really was. I thought he handled the ceremony terrifically, thanked all the right people. He was great with us.
Yes.
And he had fun at the end. He was just typically Dwight at the end of the game out there on the court with the Magic song.
What a great way for him to finish it out. On the court dancing to the Magic theme song. That will live forever in Magic lore, I suspect.
No question. The same 19-year-old that Brian Hill had in his second year in the NBA. Hey, good stuff tonight, guys. Go get third win in a row here tomorrow in Charlotte.
All right. Thanks, Dante.
All right, David Steele and Jeff Turner with a great job here tonight on the call, and hopefully you can keep it going. Turn our attention now to your baller. Who are you picking as your baller tonight?
This is a no-brainer tonight. Anthony Black was outstanding tonight. I mean, right from the beginning of the game, came in. He gets out in transition, and he's that long, lanky, 6'7" point guard and making big plays, finding Franz posted up down inside there in transition. He gets on the glass for you. 7 of 10 from the floor tonight. 3 of 5 from behind the line. He's almost automatic with that corner three anymore. Yes. There you see him taking it strong to the basket again in transition, knocking down the corner three ball, but also 5 assists and 5 rebounds and a plus 15 during the game tonight, which is more than anybody else on our team.
Pretty impressive. I got to think these games when you have LeBron, you have Luka, you have the Lakers, and these are players he grew up watching. It can make or break it. You can try to do too much, or it can raise your level of competition. I thought he stepped up to the plate and answered the bell like you just mentioned.
Oh, he was big, and he took the challenge at the defensive end of the floor, which is one thing I really like about him, not just when he scores. For a 6'7" point guard, he plays multiple positions defensively. Tonight he was matched up against LeBron James a few times, and he held his own with him every time. LeBron tried to back him down inside. He scored on him once, maybe twice, but he had several times where he made it really difficult for LeBron when he was trying to post him up.
That's what you want. He competes, and he certainly did that. Great job tonight from Anthony Black. Take a look at our final stats here in this one, and the Magic put up 118 points. You like what you're seeing offensively here, especially the last couple of games. 49% from the floor, 11-2 now when you knock down 15 threes. That's the league average. You can start getting hot here down the stretch. Watch out.
If we can shoot threes the remainder of the year at this clip that we are right now, 17 and 15 in the last 2 games, then we're going to be difficult to beat. But it still comes down to doing it at the defensive end. We see the advantage rebounding there. We talked about the free throws.
Yes.
Even though they shot 5 more, they only shot 7 the entire second half after shooting 21 in the first half. So I think we did a great job in those 2 areas, in addition to knocking down the 3 ball.
It was huge to sweep the Lakers for the first time since 18-19. Great victory. Yeah, it was a terrific win over the Los Angeles Lakers, and it was that third quarter where you pulled away 34-18, and you survived 32 from Luka Doncic and 24 from LeBron James.
Yeah, third quarter hasn't been our thing this year, but the last 2 games we've been really good, and of course making some threes along the way has a lot to do with that. But it just shows that when we came out of the locker room tonight, there was a focus, there was an energy that we definitely weren't going to let this game get away from us on our home court.
Well, that's what it takes. You got to establish home court dominance. You get a good victory here, and you got to get some confidence here going into the final 10 games of the season. You accomplished all of that. Right now, let's hear from Magic head coach Jamal Mosley, get his thoughts on Orlando's impressive victory tonight.
Coach, after being a point of emphasis, your group once again took control of a game after halftime. What did you like about your group's ability to pull away after the break?
I think just adjusting to what they were doing, recognizing some of their coverages, the ability to get downhill, and then the big portion of it is we defended without fouling for the most part in that second half. They had 21 free throws in the first half. They ended up with 28. So I think a better job defending without fouling and just pushing the break more as we got the stops.
Paolo scored the first 7 points for you guys. What did you make of the way he started the game and just kind of set the tone from there on out?
I think he did that the other night in Washington as well, just being aggressive, looking to get downhill, looking to attack, looking to put pressure on the rim, making the team have to adjust because they were doing a great job of loading up to him and his ability to just get into the gaps and get downhill.
We've seen this team, maybe deal with some frustration, especially with some of the defensive schemes and some of the shooting frustrations. What does it say about this team to have the poise to come out in the third quarter, kind of put the foot down in a close game, and then to fend them off in the fourth the way that you guys are able to?
I think just continuing to put these things together. We've talked about the third a ton, and we came out in Washington, played well in the third. Tonight did the same thing. I think just a level of focus and having the mindset of we have to take care of business, and I think that's what these guys did tonight.
Before the game, JJ made a comment about Franz, saying that he really got the better of them last game, had 32 points tonight, and alongside Paolo, just those two together, getting those kinds of contributions in a game like this. What was kind of the key behind that? You can't say enough about those two. I think their toughness, their resilience, their competitive edge and competitive nature to find a way to get things done. There was a moment in that third we missed a bunch of layups, we missed a bunch of easy chippies that we could have put our heads down, but we stayed attacking, we stayed putting our foot on the gas, and I think that's what it says about those guys, and then their willingness to trust. They find guys when they're open. Lakers did a great job of loading up to the basketball, and we were trying to find skip passes for the openings for other guys as well.
Coach, good things seem to happen when Anthony Black's aggressive. He's scored double figures 3 of the last 4 games. He took on a tough assignment with LeBron, gave him a little shoulder after LeBron took him to the hoop, but it just really it looked like he wanted to go up against him and really took the challenge to heart and really toughed it out. What does it say about Anthony Black and sort of his development? I think he's going to continue to grow, and I've probably said it in here 10 times about when he is aggressive, getting downhill. You saw the transition basket when he pushes on the break. It's something great to watch, putting pressure on the defense, stepping into his shots with confidence, but more than anything, his ability to pick up full court, turn guys, because that's the type of defense we're going to need from him, moving forward.
Coach, you often talk about the emotional roller coaster that sometimes a season can bring, the highs of a win, the lows of a loss, but to get 2 consecutive wins, what is the biggest thing that does for team morale, especially during this time of the season?
Well, just understanding what we're capable of doing. I think that means the most to us right now. You talk about playing your best basketball in March and April, and that's what we're going to have to continue to do. And, we can celebrate this one until we hit the plane, and then we hit the plane. It means nothing if you go out and you don't take care of business in Charlotte.
Thank you. Met head coach Jamal Mosley, obviously enjoying this win, and you loved his preparation. What did you appreciate about how this team was prepared here tonight?
Well, you could tell right from the beginning of the game that they were ready for anything that L.A. was going to throw at them from a defensive standpoint. Right from the beginning of the game, the first time Paolo touched the ball on the left wing, they sent a double team at him right away. He immediately gave the ball up, a cross-court pass to the other side for an open 3. Franz, the same thing. A couple times he got the ball, and they waited for Franz to put the ball on the floor before they came with the double team. With Paolo, they went right away. And they were prepared for all that. They had great spacing out there on the floor. They had cutters when they were supposed to have cutters. When you get doubled, you always want somebody cutting to the rim because that occupies a third defender on the weak side of the floor, and it opens up your perimeter shooting. And they were just prepared for everything tonight. I thought Jamal and his staff did a great job, and the players executed right from the beginning of the game.
Got to have that, too. Well, that's a great breakdown, and that's what we saw, and it added up to a Magic victory here tonight against the Los Angeles Lakers. 34th win on the season for Orlando, and you don't get it without that man. Franz Wagner has been a nightmare for these Lakers. 32 points on Franz Wagner bobblehead night. Not going to lose on that night. What a journey for the Magic tonight. Terrific effort. They knock off the Los Angeles Lakers 118-106. Get an updated look at the standings in the Eastern Conference. Magic pick up a half a game on the Atlanta Hawks and the Miami Heat, which could be huge here down the stretch. Chicago playing tonight against the Denver Nuggets, and then we need help tomorrow from Golden State and the Houston Rockets. As you said, I think you're right. This is going to come down to game 82.
Yeah, I think it definitely will. We've got the Hawks in Houston tomorrow night, so if hopefully Houston keeps playing the way they've been playing
keep going
and get a W. And Bulls in Denver tonight, they're in a close game at halftime, but hopefully we can gain a little ground tomorrow night with a win.
I don't see any way that Miami lets Golden State win that game tomorrow, return of Jimmy Butler, but I hope I'm wrong. Hopefully the Golden State Warriors go down and grab that victory. And next up for the Orlando Magic, right back at it here tomorrow night. That's our next broadcast. We'll have it for you at 6:30 right here on FanDuel Sports Network. And I love how Jamal Mosley closed out his press conference. Tonight doesn't mean anything if you go there tomorrow and aren't ready to play Charlotte.
That's exactly right. And that young man that we see on the screen right there, LaMelo Ball, he can beat you by himself. He's capable of one of those 40 or 50-point nights. And I'm sure at this time of year, the season winding down, he's going to try to go off big and put a little damper in our run to the playoffs.
Yep.
So you can't take any team for granted right now. And anytime you have a player like him on the floor that's capable of a night like that, you better come ready to play.
You're right. Can't overlook anybody, and I don't think they will. But if you play like they did tonight, if you play like they have since the All-Star break, Paolo, Franz, defend like you did tonight, and the preparation, roll that over into tomorrow, you should be able to grab that.
Yeah, you just can't have a letdown mentally. Your focus and your energy has to be the same. Those are the key things. We know we're talented enough. We've got to go into these games with the focus that every game is critical. Every game is a must-win situation, and you've got to have your energy the same as you would play at home. You have to take that energy to the road, even though you don't have the crowd behind you.
Not always easy. Team that's struggling. It might be a quiet atmosphere, but you got to find a way. Dig down deep and get one tomorrow against the Charlotte Hornets. Ryan, you and I have that one tomorrow. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, can't wait for that drive to Tampa tomorrow.
We'll be there in no time at all. We'll see you tomorrow at 6:30 for the Magic and the Charlotte Hornets as the Magic try to make it 3 consecutive victories. What a win tonight. They take down Luka, LeBron, and the Lakers 118-106, 62 points for Franz and Paolo. Dwight Howard in the Hall of Fame. Have a great night.